This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about.
You all ready for this?
This is a sham.
No.
Nope.
Y'all, just stop.
Get real.
Welcome to DBL. Happy Thursday. I don't know why Jeff's next to me.
And I am officially Tori that I'm sitting in your chair. I just spilled all over the desk.
Welcome to my world.
So it's the desk. It's the position.
It's the desk. Exactly.
See, if I was over there, this wouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you not happy being here?
I don't feel comfortable.
I don't feel good at all.
But I guess it's a paycheck.
It's happening. Here we go. Money, money, money. Welcome to DBL. There are a bunch of really important hot button issues that are making headlines today. These are things that could affect nearly every American, and we wanted to go through some of them and get your opinion. Okay, up first, the big one. House Republicans unveiled their proposed budget, and they want to raise the Social Security retirement age. It would tie the age of eligibility to life expectancy, also lowering benefits for the highest earning beneficiaries. They say these changes would help prevent Social Security from running out of money. But is this fair to those who have been paying in and expecting to retire at a very certain age? Samantha.
I feel very strongly about this.
You do?
This is insane.
I know.
Like, this is the last thing that you can do for American people that have worked their entire lives, and now you're telling them that, no, you have to keep working? It's very easy to do that from your office in your cushy chair. What about the people that are doing manual labor? What about my mom, who was a teacher for 30 plus years, and you're on your feet all day? They have earned that money. And even though this is coming from the House Republicans, both Trump and Biden disagree with the House Republicans. So this is the first time we're seeing Biden and Trump
bipartisan
really on the same page here. Our American people have earned that. Stop it right now. Not okay.
If you did it on their birth year, that could be something to be talked about. You can't just take people who are a couple years away from it and then just yank it the rug from under their feet. If you want to say, hey, listen, this generation had their college tuitions paid off, or I think we're going to get to that later. In lieu of that, if you were born under this year, 1980, then we're going to raise the Social Security rate to this number.
I don't think that's okay either.
But if their argument is that people live longer, the people who are right at that age aren't living longer. The people born now might live to 100. That's the average age. Right now, it's still like in their 70s.
What do you think, Erica?
I think that this might actually bridge the gap on conversations between generations, because now you're having it's not the same, but it is kind of the same premise as what people are saying for millennials and Gen X about the work ethic, or the idea of having to work more for less. It's the idea that you are promised something that if you perform, if you contribute to society, you will be taken care of. And now the government's able to move the ball at any given time.
Yeah, without
Exactly.
Yeah.
And should we live in a society where we're playing by the rules, by working, by doing all the things that paying our money, paying into Social Security, and most of us likely will never see it? How is that fair? And how does that make you feel that any confidence in your government when that's happening?
I completely agree. Yeah. Run on this if you want to lose. That's what I'll tell you. Run hard on this if you want to lose. It will not go well with your
Both people
voters.
aren't.
Yeah, right. Another hot button issue is abortion. So for months, people have been speculating what stance Trump is finally going to take on a national abortion ban. Well, he's now floating a position on the topic. Here's what he said on a radio show earlier this week.
The number of weeks now, people are agreeing on 15, and I'm thinking in terms of that, even hardliners are agreeing. Seems to be 15 weeks, seems to be a number that people are agreeing at. But I'll make that announcement at the appropriate time.
So is a 15-week national abortion ban a good or bad position for Trump? Sam, you brought up a great point in the meeting we had earlier I hadn't thought about.
This is laughable, because this is exactly what Roe v. Wade was.
Yeah.
Nobody was getting abortions at 9 months unless the fetus was dead,
Right.
or the mom and the fetus were in a very bad situation. Those were the exceptions. And these are still the exceptions that Trump's talking about, because he's talking about the health of the mother. He's talking about rape and incest. And then he's saying, state by state, 15 weeks. Okay, that's almost 4 months pregnant. Before, it was actually 13 weeks. But it could change state by state. Some people would make it a little bit longer, a little bit less. But that average of 15
is Roe.
It's Roe v. Wade.
Wow.
So we're going back to that, which is great, because
Right.
I agree that a woman has the right to choose. But don't make it look like you just now came up with this.
Ah.
Here's the thing, though. Everybody's thinking short game. This has always been a long game situation, because everyone knows how hot of a button Roe v. Wade is. So the idea of taking something away just to give it back is actually a very smart move. Like, imagine if you were in a situation where you were allocated $500 a month towards your expenses or whatever, and then all of a sudden, no, you're no longer allocated $500. However, if you allow me to move someone in, if you allow me all of these concessions, I'll give you that $500 back. That $500 looks pretty tempting, and all of the things that come with it look okay too, now that you're getting that $500 back.
That's crazy.
It's not the worst idea I've ever heard,
But it's a
do
con.
not be fooled.
Yeah, it's a con. It's
Exactly.
a grift. It's a grift. You're getting exactly what you wanted back. Remember, many, many years ago, Trump was pro-choice, so he is, in my mind, conning everybody on this. Here's another issue, electric vehicles. The Biden administration unveiled new regulations that would ensure the majority of new cars and light trucks sold in America are all electric or hybrids by 2032. So right now, there's only about 7.5% of cars that are electric. This would be an enormous increase in 8 years. Is this a winning or losing issue for Biden, Jeff? What do you think?
Losing.
Why? Tell me.
Just because I think it's unsustainable. I don't know how much research we have and how sustainable these cars are and how long they last. If we're the only ones abiding by this climate control and clean air, have you been overseas? Have you been to China? They're building coal plants right now. The pollution is out of control there. India, it's out of control. Everywhere overseas, we're going to be the only one abiding by these rules. You're isolate, what's the word I'm looking for? The whole car industry and people that gives jobs to.
Auto jobs?
I'll look this way.
Auto industry?
What do you call, not isolating them, you're ignoring them, or not, you don't care about them?
Discriminating against them?
Pass.
Sounds
Alienating, thanks co-workers, thank you Booth. Alienating, that whole industry. It's not sustainable. I understand people are like, oh, I'm all for clean air. It's not sustainable. I don't think you could do it.
Well, also think about
go ahead.
We also think about 2033 or 32.
It's not that far away, is it?
It's 8 years
That's
away.
crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
My car was purchased in 2014, and I'm still driving it. I'm driving a 10-year vehicle.
Yeah.
Ask the average American how old their vehicle is. Most people get by with used cars because they're looking for vehicles that are older. I think that you're alienating a whole demographic.
Stop using my word.
economically. I was just trying to give you
To
more
support you.
credence.
The problem is it does get rid of 7 billion tons, I believe. Is it tons of carbon emissions, which is an annual for America? So maybe we are the forefront of this. Biden ran on this. Let's see if it could work, perhaps with the Eco Group. Another big campaign issue, student loan debt relief. So Biden announced another round for giving now about $5.8 billion in this round in student loan debt for nearly 78,000 public sector workers. But is this fair to all the people who have been paying their student loans?
I've been paying my student loans for decades, and I think this is fair.
Right.
Because you know what? This is reinvesting into our economy. When you're able to rid all of these people that just came out of school of their student loan debt, even people who are in their 40s are still paying off their student loan debt. They can then buy a home. They can start a small business. It's so much better for the economy. We have data that proves that. And why would I be so selfish to be like, oh, because I had to pay my student loans, all these other people beneath me don't have to? No.
But people really feel that way. People strongly
But
feel
here's
that
the
way.
thing, but here's the counter to that. If you do pay off all your student loans and you learn to pay those off, and now you're getting your Social Security taken away,
Right.
you're getting hit double.
That's not fair.
That's not fair at all.
No, not
Agreed.
at all. So, coming up on DBL, that was a great round fire table.
Lightning fast.
Lightning round, that's what it's called. You know her from Natalie from The Facts of Life. We're talking with Mindy Con, all about her new role in Palm Royale. And Erica Badu throws some shade at Beyonce. Why does she have an issue with Queen Bey's new album cover?
Thanks, Jody.
Oh, yes.
For that word.
So what were we talking about? Well, student loan forgiveness for one. It's really interesting to just talk about this in the realm of what's happened to higher education in this country, because higher education was never the percentages that when our parents were going to college, the percentage that it would take for the average household income was far less than the percentage that it takes now for the average household income to send a child to college. And we really have to be transparent about what those changes were and why. A big part of the changes in making college more expensive and commercialized was about access. Too many people that weren't ever intended to have access to higher education were getting access. Therefore, the amount of tuition and just the cost of living in order to go to a university went up exponentially. So now what we have are people who would have normally fallen under that category of the ideal candidate to go and seek higher education, unable to afford it, or stuck for generations paying off, not quite generations, but decades paying off your student loan.
When he was running for president, he goes, I just paid off my student loans last month. Me and Michelle, like, as president!
No, because he had graduate school loans.
Harvard Law. Like, what?
I just paid off my student loans about a year and a half ago.
I paid mine off about 7, 8 years ago. Yeah.
That's insanity.
Yeah.
Welcome back to DBL. This is so interesting. Beyonce is being accused of stealing another singer's style, all right? Erica Badu recently commented on Beyonce's new Cowboy Carter artwork, showing her holding a cigar, wearing a beaded bang look. Erica reposted the pic and wrote, suggesting she stole her look. Soon after, the Bay Hive came at Erica, urging her to stop hating on Beyonce. Others claim singer Rick James did it first. Erica then went on X and pleaded with Beyonce's husband, Jay-Z, writing, "Say something, Jay. You gonna let this woman and the bees do this to me?" This isn't the very first time Erica has called out Beyonce. Erica posted a photo of Beyonce in a wide-brimmed hat with the same caption, and then posted a pic of herself in a similar look, writing, quote, "I guess I'm everybody's stylist." Everyone's silent.
I was not going to speak first. Yeah.
No one's speaking.
Well, Erica Badu has always been an interrupter in like the best ways. I don't know if this is some of these styles, and I'm not saying that she didn't amplify it, but some of these styles are so ingrained in Black culture that I feel like we need to be in a space where we can express these in a more mainstream way. I feel like anytime you see something like, you know, Erica Badu or Beyonce, especially when it's such a cultural style, it opens up the door for the rest of us to be able to wear those styles.
Accessibility, sure.
Exactly.
Sure.
So I don't think that this should be a beef. I think this should be a celebration. We have Yvette Noel Schuller, who, shout out to her, that's my girl, Beyonce's publicist, and she's basically showing a carousel of all of Beyonce's looks. And I think that to kind of prove the point that not only is it diversified, but also she's been doing a lot of these looks for quite a long time. I don't want there to be beef.
Right.
I don't want
there can be both room for both. But can I be honest? Some of those looks were similar. I'm just going to take the other side.
Please. Why can't Erica? I get Erica Cobb's point. Why can't Erica Badu, though, even if she does feel that Beyonce took inspiration from her, just be proud of it.
That's a good point.
Like, you look good, girl. I love that hat too. Whatever it may be. Why does she have to take it personally is my opinion. But I see Erica's cultural reference, I think, is a very great point.
What do you think, Jeff?
I don't know. I think it's like paying homage in some sort of way, right? I think you could look at it like that. And like you said, maybe just put like, yas, and then post a picture of yourself.
Right. Yeah,
you know,
right.
like that's all.
Spin it in a different way.
Yeah,
of accessibility.
But she obviously did it for the attention. Now she's getting that attention, but in a negative way.
And now she doesn't want that attention.
Yeah.
I don't think Erica Badu really cares.
She don't care?
No.
When she said at the end there, like, tell this woman. Was that woman Beyonce in
Yes.
there?
Tell your woman. It was like very weird.
I think she
said, "Hey
meant
Jay."
the people going after the beehive.
There's a
going
woman
after her
quote
with
in
the
there.
beehive.
What's
She says,
That.
Tell the bees.
Oh, we got
but Jay, tell your woman and the bees.
No,
something
these women, I think.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. Well, we don't have time.
gotta
We'll
buzz.
check it. Yeah, we'll buzz out of here. That's a good one. We'll be right back. Welcome back. We all remember Mindy Con as Natalie Green from The Facts of Life, and now she's back in Palm Royale, a new series about how the uninvited sneak their way into high society. Earlier, we spoke with her all about it. Check it out.
Please welcome to the show, Mindy Con.
Hi, guys.
So the cast for the show is awesome. We're going to talk about Rick
Yes.
Martin because he's my man crush. He's my man crush. But how fun is it shooting every day on set? What's your favorite moment?
I mean, it's stupid. It's an embarrassment of riches. I think every day got exponentially better, if that can make sense. Whatever familial and girl fanning we were all doing with each other just quickly turned into very real friendships. This was shot during the times of COVID, and so what was going to be a 4-month gig turned into almost a 7-month gig, and we really got to spend a lot of time together and create, and yeah, it keeps getting better, gotta say.
It looks so good, and it's eye candy too,
I
right?
know. I am so excited about this because in the age of Instagram, we all personally know a con artist, so I'm really excited. So speaking of your famous friends, obviously this is the life that you live. Your Instagram account is filled with you hanging out with other famous people. Who are some of your favorite friends to run into?
Well, you're seeing one, Bryan Cranston. I think Bryan and I have known each other, I think 30 years. I mean, that's part of Oh, you know so many people. No, it's one of those 6 degrees of separation of Kevin Bacon, but it's Mindy Con. Because this is what happens when you just last this long. It's pretty special.
Now, I have to ask you, like, we're talking about where you are now, but I want to talk about where it started. You know, your story is super amazing. You were discovered for the facts of life by Norman Lear when he visited your school once. Like, I'm assuming you remember that day, so please tell us about it.
I remember that day vividly and gratefully, and for all you young people out there, just ignore this next statement. We took a poll of, oh my gosh, Mindy, I've lost the power of speech. What's it called? The instant camera? Polaroid.
Yeah,
There she is. Yep. So I still have that. It was incredible. I mean, there was a group of students, myself, Dara Perkins, Andrea Nagel, who went into the headmaster's office at the request of Norman Lear and his, at that time, underling Ellen Horn, who then started to run little studios like Warner Brothers and Disney. And Charlotte Ray. These are my first bosses, right? And after about an hour of talking about what it was like to go to a college prep all-girls school, which is what I did, in Los Angeles, Norman came over and said, listen, I don't know what you did, but we're going to write a part for you in our show. We're going to call her Natalie.
Wow.
That was Charlotte Ray's best friend's real name in high school. What do you think? And, at 13 years old, entering 9th grade, didn't think much, didn't quite understand what was happening. 10 years later, of course, holy heck.
Iconic.
Wow.
Can you imagine just Norman Lear picking you out? Unbelievable.
I know.
You also played Velma, who I think is a really underrated
I love Velma.
character on Scooby-Doo for over a decade. Were you a fan of the original series from the 60s when they approached you to play Velma?
Absolutely. Honestly, you talk about an icon, and some people just, because we find, all the girls and I realize we've aged into being icons. Really, Velma is the icon I've played. I mean, there is no one more iconic, in my humble opinion, than Velma Dinkley.
Totally.
And I gratefully got to play her for about 13 years.
I think she's the fun. She's like the interesting one.
Agreed.
Yeah. Mindy, thank you so much.
And honestly, don't let it fool you. Velma's body kind of doesn't quit.
Thank you.
I can't say that as a dude on TV, but that's
right.
the whole thing. Yeah, and the glasses. Come on.
Svelte.
Yep.
Svelte.
Yeah.
Mindy, DBL Nation, don't miss Palm Royale, out now on Apple TV+. Thank you again. We'll be right back. Congratulations.
Yes.
You deserve it.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Welcome back. We've got some great products from our friends at Morning Save. Check them out. What do you have for us today, Steph? Let's go shopping.
Hey, Tori. Hello, DBL Nation. We are so excited to show you the wonderful deals today. First up today, we've got the Leo 3-piece lightweight hard side luggage set.
Look at that color.
I know, it's going to pop, right?
Yes.
You're not going to lose this one.
No.
This deal includes one 20-inch suitcase, one 24-inch suitcase, and one 28-inch suitcase.
Oh, my.
And we've got it in 5 colours, Tori. We've got black, pink, silver, yellow, and this lovely blue. Normally the set is $250.
Not bad.
We have got a 3-piece luggage set for $99.99. That is saving 60%, and luggage is expensive.
So expensive, and under 100 for 3 pieces in those colors. I'm gonna do the dance.
Next up is the 3-pack Adrian Vittadini Body Shaper tights.
Oh, tights are in.
Oh, always.
Okay.
This deal includes 3 black shaping tights available in sizes small to 2XL. So normally these are $36 each.
Too expensive. I can't do that.
We've got a 3-pack for $15. That's saving 86%. Next up, we've got the Sharper Image Calming Heat Deluxe Back Wrap.
Oh, wow.
This deal includes one wrap that will help relieve stress, tension, muscle pain, and more. You can wrap it around your waist whilst you're standing up or sitting down. Normally this is $100. We've got it for $34.99. That's saving 65%. And then this is definitely up my alleyway.
I know, I saw that.
Oh yeah, very fun. We've got the 5-pack Clutch Nails Press-On Nail Kits. This deal includes 5 different packs of 24 nails with a file and glued. We've got an amazing deal on these 5 full kits. Thank you to Morning Save. So normally these are $12 each.
Which is normal.
We've got a 5-pack for $10. That's saving 83%.
Head on over to morningsave.com, y'all, to snag these amazing deals at the lowest prices. Or you can even scan the QR code. It's right on your screen. It'll take you directly to these products on Morning Save's website. Thank you so much, Steph. Bunch of us are into the press-on game.
I know.
It's a lot cheaper.
A lot cheaper.
I can't stand it.
Right, and if one pops off,
Put on
you just
another.
Put it right back on. Although I was just at my mom's house, one popped off, still haven't found it. Sorry, Mom.
I also glued my fingers together this morning. We'll see you tomorrow.